What's up, everyone? Welcome back again to my channel. I'm your realtor, Adam. Today we are really talking about how to sell your home for the most dollar, for the most money. This is really a concept that I want to tell you guys so much, and I'm so excited for go through it. First, you have to understand marketing strategy. As a realtor or seller, I'm not sure. I can't speak for anyone out there, but at least I could say it for myself. With marketing strategy, we have to know in today's world, where's the attention it's at? Where is all the eyeball looking at? Where is people focusing it's at? So for example, for me, I've been doing a lot of social media, whether Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, all of that, because I know that's where people's attention is at. And trust me, YouTube is the second biggest search engine right behind Google. And whenever you have question or whatever, where do you go on search for answer, right? Google, right? However, YouTube does this specific unique thing where it will rank higher on Google because it's owned by Google simply. So a lot of time, for example, you want to learn how to fix a toilet or you want to learn how to fix a plumber. You will see YouTube video that pop up right after you put in the search how to ... right? So you have to understand ways to market and strategy of your property, because the longer time of the property is in the market, the value may be affected, like I mentioned in previous video before, as you may heard of supply and demand. If someone knows your house and sit on the market for a long time, for maybe like, I'll say average or around 40 days, but if your house is on the market for 60 day plus, what will happen is people know that you want to sell your property, but no one's wanting to buy it. Then people will later send in lower prices to even bid down your house prices even more. So which is why you need to understand and you're motivated when you want your house to be sold and how fast. And in terms of marketing strategy, when you understand those concepts, all you got to do is either you target the specific right people or you just generally keep putting content out there about your property. You have to constantly build up value about your property to make it attractive for people to buy it. You can't simply just put a property up on Zillow or on an MLS. Like, people maybe look at it, but it's not enough detail and info. And especially in today's world where everything is happening so fast, you really have to understand where people are paying attention to. So there's no reason for me to pay maybe like 500-ish plus dollar to make a billboard about a house selling, right? I would rather spend $500 on social media ad that would essentially target the right people that I know I want to target with. Because one key thing you need to understand here, what social media does is study the algorithm. And as long if social media could target the right people who's on the platform, your chance of selling your house at an even better, faster rate and meeting your goal is way higher. So knowing social media marketing strategy, it will really boost and improve your house marketing quality. Next is understanding the CMA, which is Comparative Marketing Analysis. I can't say how much of important this is. It's when you pricing your property, when it first hit the market, you have to know, does it really worth the value or not? Or what's your strategy here? Are you putting your highs higher than other because your home is brandly new remodel, or like your home is like more of a beaten down property? So you would really have to know which section does your home belong to, whether or not which the advantage of your house. So if your house had a 4B, my apology here, 4B, so 4 bed, 4 baths, right? And you're comparing to a house that have like 4 bed, 3 bath, then you really have to make your outstanding here where you have extra baths. And the thing is that with extra baths, you could create so much extra opportunity. Imagine you could turn that into rental. each person will have a 1-to-1 ratio with a room to a bathroom. That will dramatically increase your price by a lot. And in terms of appraising property and evaluation, when we compare different property, you will have to understand the concept where some property are newer while some are older. And when you compare it, you would have to look at it from the same near location, because you want to live in a desirable neighborhood that you wanted, as you always, and what really make you outstanding. So I may have like a 4-bed 3-bath, but with a better location when I do the comparative advantage, which make my price could be similar, same price as the one that is 4B 4B. And when we say making the price based off a comparative advantage, none of us decide the price, honestly. I'll just be honest and straightforward. You, the owner, the listing, or the listing agent, we may be able to give some advice or suggest a price that will maybe most efficient for the market at the moment. But no one can determine a price, because it always, at the end of the day, it go back to supply and demand. You need where the price is meeting however much it costs. People are willing to pay for it, and you're willing to sell at that price. Because it's not like a simple game. It's kind of like trading. If you put a stock out there for $10 to sell it, but the stock really just worth $8, but you set a price to sell it at $10, no one's gonna buy it at that price, because if they could find something better at a lower price, why would they choose yours, right? So you have to understand the comparative advantage of your house, because people are always going to be constantly trading off. For example, your house may be closer to the bus station, maybe in a better school district. And when you do all these CMA stuff, that's when you figure out the small little detail will make the price difference and what the customer are willing to pay for your house. So as an agent, we go through at least multiple 3 to 4 houses around the neighborhood that is similar to yours. When you put your house on the market, and when it hit the market, you gotta know how long it will last on the market. You have to have a projection. Just like when you have a plan A, you always gotta have a plan B, knowing how you exit. How you put out the market for the sale, that's not the hard part. That's the simplest part. But how you could execute an order, that's when the complicated thing come through. Next, you gotta understand your unique feature of your house. In order to put your house at the best price that you wanted, that you desire, you need to understand your unique feature. For example, if your house had a pool, you would really have to make that as a highlight, because not many houses have a pool. Or in some cases, it may end up be a pros or con, because some people don't want to take care of a pool or maintain it. So you really have to understand throughout the comparative advantage what will make your house unique and special and outstanding. For example, recently I went to a house that have a gorgeous backyard, absolute amazing building. However, the home only had a 2-bedroom and 1 bathroom in the main house. But what they made it outstanding was there was an ADU that attached it in the backyard that was a studio. So it have a kitchen itself with a bathroom and a bedroom. That may be an advantage for them. And what I could tell you, ADU is going to be the future game changer. Because with constantly right now with the housing situation we're seeing, where a whole house have so many empty room left out and not much people being in it. So part of the house really vacant out. However, the person, the owner lives there, don't have any choices, because they don't want to share their living room with anyone else or anyone renting their house in general, right? So which is why you need ADU that will separate your living space with someone else. Meanwhile, you could turn that into an investment property or even opportunity that you never know about. And which is why sometimes when houses with ADU, they could put up the price way higher, rather it's permitted or not permitted, because people understand the game. People know you got to project and look forward to the future. What is going to be really the unique feature that will help you bring up your house price dramatically. And remember, we don't decide the price. The market does. So you have to simply know your unique feature that will really boost out your home price in the market that we are seeing at the moment. So above all of it, it go back to supply and demand at the end of the day in terms of selling your home for the most money. And to understand this, you got to know time. Time is money. Time is one of the key things, because time really determines how much your house will sell for and how fast it could sell it for. Because if you try to time the market, sometimes you may be in a super bad situation. For example, over COVID, everyone want to maybe jump in the market or sell their house. Depends on vary from places. So you really have to understand the timeline, how long your house will last on the market. If your house lasts on the market for a very short time, everyone want to go for it. There will be essentially way much more demand, because your house is very unique on the market and everyone wants it. And once you're in that situation, you have more to negotiate. And when I talk about negotiation, not sure if I spelled it right here, but when you get to negotiate, you have so much more option, because you know your house the best. You know all the feature you have. You know all your competitive advantage. For example, your house have a pool, the other house doesn't. You could take that advantage to negotiate. And your marketing strategy, you're finding the right people that who really desire to buy a house, not the people that who just want to give it a look. So simply understanding marketing strategy, CMA, and unique feature will essentially guide you and lead you to selling your home for the most money. Let me know what you guys think of this video. Comment down below what you think your house worth, and we'll check it out.